Barryville. She was lifting me up to see all the big ships, and then I couldn't find her no more.
Flo, it was only a dream, honey. Now you've got to go back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock.
Annie, read me your note.
Again?
Please?
Sure, Molly. Here it comes again. Please take care of our little darling. Her name is Annie.
She was born on October 28th. We'll be back to get her soon. We have left half a silver locket around her neck and kept the other half so that when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby.
Oh my goodness, now they're laughing.
All right. Do you want to sleep with your teeth inside of your mouth or out?
Gee, I do having a mother and father again. You're lucky. You really got it.
I know. Somewhere.
Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. She may be straightening his tie. Maybe in a house all headed by a hill.
Sitting playing piano. He's sitting paying all bills.
Betcha they're young, betcha they're smart, that they collect things like ashtrays and art. Betcha they're good, why shouldn't they be? Their one mistake was giving up me. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby, betcha he reads, betcha she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're as straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby?
do you say?
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Not an orphan.
I'm not an orphan. My mother and father left a note saying they loved me and that they were coming back for me.
That was 1922. This is 1933. Get up! Now for this one's shenanigans, you'll all get down on your knobby little knees and clean this dump until it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Get to work!
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now, why any kid would want to be an orphan, I'll never know.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
Get treated.
We get tricks.
Instead of kisses.
We get hits. It's a hard knock life. Got no clothes to speak of, so it's a hard knock road. We hope cotton blankets, instead of empty bellies. Instead of it's a hard knock life.
Don't it feel like the wind is always howling?
Don't you see that there's never any lies? Some potatoes you want to throw the towel in. It's coming up the fight. No one's there when you're feeling like a creepy. No one cares if you throw or if you shrink. No one cries if you're acting like a baby. From the time you were thinking it's like a sing. Oh, empty belly lies. Drunk smelly lies. Full of sorrow lies. No tomorrow lies. Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus, what's that? No one cares for you as me when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. You'll stay up until the sun shines like the top of the Chrysler building. Jingle with your summer chin. Jammer with the safety pin. Make her drink a Mickey pin. I love you, Miss Hannigan. Get to work. You're so dead. I said get to work. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. No one cares for you, us, me, when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. Good morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
I love you, Miss Hannigan. I love you, Miss Hannigan.
you! What are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Get her out of there! Your days are numbered. All right. Breakfast.
Hot mush? Yeah.
Oh no, not hot mush.
Yay!
Cold mush. And after your mush, you go to your sewing machines. There's an order of dresses that has to be finished. And if you have to, we're straight through till midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now line up.
Laundry, laundromat.
Morning, bundles.
Morning, kids. Clean sheets, once a month, whether you need them or not. Hey, Abby. How's the pretty gal selling 14th Street?
Oh, bundles, get out of here without laundry.
So long, gorgeous. Merry Christmas.
You call this place clean, Annie? This place is like a pigsty. Annie? Annie?
Annie ain't here.
What do you mean, Annie ain't here?
She just went with Mr. Bundles. In the laundry bag.
Bundles! Police! Police!
No more hard knock life for Annie. Lucky duck, she thought. Oh,
soon as I take a bite.
Hey, you see any stray butts around here?
No, ma'am.
Good, they must be running wild over to Astor's place.
Hey, there's one they didn't get. They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me too. It's okay. I ain't gonna let them get you or me. Everything's gonna be fine for the both of us. If not today, well, the sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just think of my chin and grin and say, the sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Hey, you, little girl.
Yes,
come
officer?
here. That dog there, ain't he a stray?
A stray? Oh no, officer. He's my dog.
Well, what's his name?
His name? His name is Sandy. That's right. I call him Sandy because of his nice sandy color.
Let's see him answer to that name.
Well, you see, officer, I just got him, and sometimes he...
Call him.
Here, Sandy. Here, boy. Sandy. Here, boy. Sandy. Good Sandy. Good old Sandy.
Well, I guess he is your dog then. Next time you better have a leash and a license, or else it gets goes to the pound.
Yes, sir.
Now get out of here before you get sick.
Oh, I don't mind the weather. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, the sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day
Miss Sanders, you know your souvenir pillow from Coney Island?
Yeah?
Well, Molly just threw up on it.
Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, night and day, I eat, sleep, and breathe them. Some women are dripping with
Good afternoon. Miss Hannigan, is it?
Yes?
I'm Lieutenant Ward of the 17th Precinct, and I found your runaway.
Oh, thank you, officer!
She was in one of them Hoovervilles over to the river with a bunch of bums.
They weren't bums.
She had a mangy mutt with her, but he got away.
Oh, poor little pumpkin. I was the freezing cold just with that thin sweater. I hope you didn't catch influenza. Thanks so much again, officer.
And you, don't ever let me catch you running away from this nice lady again. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, officer. The next time you walk out that door, it'll be 1953. Well, are you glad to be back? Huh?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar is the one thing I always told you. Never tell a lie. Come in.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yeah?
I'm Grace Farrell, private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
He? Oliver what's millionaire?
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays at his home.
Oh, what sort of orphan did he have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi, capital M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-I, Mississippi.
And cheerful.
Shut up! And how old?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. Say 8 or 9, 10, 11. Yes, that would be perfect. And oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers redheaded children.
Let's see here. 11? A redhead? Sorry, we don't have any orphans like that.
What about this child right here?
Oh, Annie, oh, no. You don't want her.
Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' house?
I would love to.
You could have any orphan here, but not Annie.
Perhaps I should just call the board of orphans and...
Well, if it's Annie you want, Annie you get.
It's Annie I want.
Oh, boy!
If you'll get her coat, I'll take her along right now.
She don't have no coat.
Then we'll buy her one.
Oh, boy!
Come along, dear. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is waiting outside.
Oh, boy! I can hardly believe it!
She can hardly believe it.
Hey, kids, I'm getting up for Christmas. All right, Tia. Bye.
Someday I'll live in the nut house with all the nuts and the squirrels. There I'll stay tucked away till the prohibition of
Good afternoon, Miss Farrell.
Good afternoon, Drake, everyone.
Good afternoon, miss.
Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, miss, we're expecting him any minute.
Do you really live here, or is this a train station?
We really live here. Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone.
This is Annie, everyone. She'll be staying with us for Christmas. Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear. Now, what would you like to do first?
The floors. I'll scrub them first. Then I'll get to the windows.
Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning. You're our guest. And for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a swell time. Now. Cecile will pick out all your clothes.
Not
home.
How was your flight from Chicago?
Not too bad. It only took 11 hours. Grace,
Yes, sir?
messages?
President Roosevelt wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow.
Mr. Warbucks.
All right, good to see you all again. Sir, Drake, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, if you'll get your notebook. Who is this?
This is Annie, Mr. Warbucks, the orphan who will be staying with us for Christmas.
That's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
I'm sorry, sir, you just said orphan, so I chose a girl.
Well, I suppose she'll have to. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie, Mr. Warbucks, sir. I haven't got any last name. I'm sorry I'm not a boy.
Oh, not at all. I couldn't be happier. And Grace, we'll start with the iron ore shipments from, Toledo to... Well, what are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night here, sir.
Well, I suppose we ought to do something special on your first night here. Would you like to go to a movie?
Gosh, Mr. Warbucks, I've never been to one.
Then you'll go to the Roxy, and then an ice cream soda at Rumpelmeyer's, and a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Golly!
Grace, forget about that dictation tonight. Instead, you'll take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Oh, gee.
Something the matter, Annie?
It's just that, well, I thought you were going to take me.
Oh, no. I'm afraid I'll be far too busy tonight.
Oh, gee.
Now, Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks. And when a
Oh,
man...
sure. That's okay. I understand, Mr. Warbucks.
Drake, get our coats.
Oh,
Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Yes, sir.
Which car will you be wanting, sir?
The Duesenberg. No, wait. This child's been cooped up in an orphanage for far too long. We'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Smell those bus fumes. There's no air like the air in New York City. Come on, you slowpokes. Let's get to the Roxy before the prices change. have popcorn since. Give in, don't fight. Good girl, good night. Sleep tight in and white sleep.
Once again, we bring you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove for herself what so many women long to prove, that because a woman is 35 or more, romance in life need not be over, that romance can live at 35 and after.
God, I hope not. Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
What's the matter? Warbuck set up with Annie already?
On the contrary, Miss Hannigan, this needs to be signed and sent back to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Because Mr. Warbucks is so taken with Annie that he would like to adopt her.
Annie, the daughter of a millionaire?
The daughter of a billionaire.
Would you excuse me for one moment, please? You got any more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Pardon me, Blondie. I assist long time no see.
Rooster, they finally let you out of prison? What were you in for this time?
Some old geezer said I swindled them for $1,100.
Why do you say that?
Because the rooster spent about $1,100.
Sis, I'd like to meet a friend of mine from
Jersey City!
Rooster, do me a favor. Get out of here.
So who was that blondie I bumped into when I come in? Looked like she had a couple of bucks.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks?
Annie, one of the orphans, gets adopted by.
Ugh, crummy orphan.
Yeah, living in the lap of luxury while us Hannigan kids ended up on the skids. It ain't fair how we scrounge the 3 or 4 bucks while she gets Warbucks.
The little brat. It ain't fair, this here life is driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fast.
Maybe she hopes to keep that little lady to get in more bucks.
Instead of last, maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
Give you one guess.
Yes! Easy street!
Friday.
Friday. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet and you come here for supper Christmas Eve in Prince Roseville? You will? Wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
Package for Tiffany's?
Arrived this morning.
Fine. I'm going to give it to her and tell her I want to adopt her.
She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Get her down here.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Of course not. Annie, I was born into a very poor family, and both my parents died before I was 10. So I made a promise to myself. Someday, one way or another, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
But I lately realized something. No matter how much money you've got, if you have no one to spend your life with, if you're alone, then you might as well be broke. I was in Tiffany's yesterday, and I picked this up for you.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. Oh, gee.
It's a silver locket, Annie. I noticed that old broken one you always wear, and I said to myself, I'm going to get that kid a nice new locket. Here, we'll just take this old one off then.
No, I don't want a new one.
Annie, what is it?
This locket. My mom and dad left it when they left me at the orphanage. And a note too. They're coming back for me. I know I'm lucky being here with you for Christmas. But the one thing I want in all the world is to find my mother and father and to be like other kids with folks of my own.
It'll be all right. I'll find them. I'll find your parents for you.
Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father. If he has to put everyone in his organization on the job, if he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House. Annie, give me your locket.
But Mr. Warbucks said...
I understand, but it could be our best clue. We'll have the FBI trace and find out who bought it.
Okay. And maybe they should have my note too.
You watch, Annie. You may be meeting your mother and father in a couple of days.
Really?
Really.
Oh boy, I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding
America's favorite radio program, The Oxen and Hours Files, starring your old softie, Bert Healy. Thank you all for Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Thank you, Bert Healy. It's nice to be here.
All of the Warbucks. I understand you have something to tell the folks at home about little Annie here.
Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Draw page. Furthermore, I am offering a certified check for $50,000 to any person who can prove they are Annie's parents.
Aw, geez.
So Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to all of our Warbucks care of this station. Thank you all for Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Well, I can see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has come by faster than you can say Oxford. Yes, this is Mrs. Healy's boy, Bert, saying, until next week, same station, same time, good night.
Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady who runs the orphanage?
Yeah. Ma'am, was you working here about 11 years ago? Yeah.
Well, we had terrible troubles back then, as we had to leave our baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
You're Annie's parents? I can't believe it. Wait, where did you say you come from again?
A little farm up in Canada where they got lots of ducks and chicken and geese and roosters. Oh! Gotcha, sis.
Rooster? I never would have known it was you in 100 years.
Poor Jaggy, and we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big
I
ones.
need your help, sis. For details about Annie, that can help us pull this thing off.
What's in it for me?
Three-way split. Fine. 25 grand each. Well, we gotta do it fast. Get the money, get the kid, and then get out of town.
The kid's the problem. What are we gonna do with him afterwards?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. But good. We do it quick, get the 50 grand, blow this crummy town, and then little me.
Where? Oh yeah!
Well, Miss Farrell?
I'm sorry, Eddie. I've spoken to more than 1,000 people claiming to be your parents, but they were all liars and fakes.
Aw, gee.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure somebody was gonna be my mother and father.
This has just come by special messenger from the FBI.
Thank you. Agent Gunderson located the manufacturer of Eddie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
Over 90,000 remain sold.
Aw, gee.
Annie, I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents to the locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just couldn't get along with those folks. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace,
Yes, sir?
do you have those legal papers I handed you the other day?
Right here.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one in the world that'd rather have my father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration. And you can have anyone in the world like to come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and well, everybody here.
Drake,
Yes, sir?
tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids.
It'll be way past their bedtime now. But I'll tell you what, we'll have everyone from the orphanage here come for a big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too.
Why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid. Together at last, together forever.
We're
But dying or not, they never can sever.
I don't need sunshine and I turn my sky to blue.
I don't need anything but you. Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
Not now.
that's
Oh,
Here's Annie.
Who are you?
Honey, where are your mom and dad?
Mudge is the name, Ralph Mudge, and this here is the wife, Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge?
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind. We've seen a great number of people.
I expect you want proof of who we are. Here's our driver's license and birth certificate.
Baby girl. Name? Anne Elizabeth Mudge. Born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge. New York, New York, October 28, 1922.
October 28th? That's my birthday.
Ralph, look! Annie's wearing the locket!
When we left Annie at the orphanage, we kept half the silver locket and left the other half. It fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph. She's our Annie.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Well, we ain't got much, but we need...
You haven't heard that I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove they're Annie's parents?
Well, no, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember that little pig farmer from New Jersey? With $50,000, we can afford to bring Annie up right in the country.
Would you mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow morning, Christmas? Then you can come back and pick up Annie and the check.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Goodbye, Annie! Love!
Until tomorrow morning, honey. And then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oop, pardon me, Blondie. Merry Christmas.
Well, this is...
Wonderful news.
Drake, champagne.
Yes, sir.
We must celebrate, because we have just received the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge.
Annie!
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, I have the strangest feeling that I've seen that Mr. Mudge before, that he's not who he says he is.
Then I won't give her up until we're certain.
But how?
I'll find a way. I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he is a Democrat. FBI men coming and going. And Danny, do you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Mr. President?
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Good to meet you. Annie, this morning FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very unfortunate news. We succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But
Annie.
Annie, I'm sorry to say your parents died a very long time ago.
so you mean I'm an orphan after all?
Are you alright, Annie?
Yes, because I know they love me, and that they would have come back for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but nobody knew about the locket except us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan!
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Hi, kids! Hi!
Ah, Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted to meet you.
Sit here. I know you anywhere.
Miss Hannigan, let me introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell, and this is the President of the United States. And this is my butler, Rick.
Look, kids, there's presents here for all of us.
This is just from the FBI. Thank you. Now it all fits together.
Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
Well, we don't want to be bothering you on Christmas and all. We just come to pick up Annie and check.
Ah, yes, of course, the check. Here it is, Mr. Fudge. $50,000. Certified.
Certified. Paid to the order of the jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up, Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Louis, could you turn them over, please?
And I believe you'll find that this woman is their accomplice.
I've never seen these people till yesterday. Ah, come on, Daddy. Tell me how good and nice I always was to you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan. I just remember the one thing you always taught me. Never tell a lie.
Rat!
Girls, for you and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas could be the beginning of a new life. A new deal, so to speak. Hey, I rather like that. A new deal.